All right, now to that breaking news we've been telling you about all morning long. An Elyria police officer was shot and killed, a man the chief called one of the best on the force.
The suspected shooter was also killed in this shootout.
Yeah, the incident happened along 18th Street in Elyria around 10 o'clock last night. News Channel 5's Dan Haggerty is live on the scene with more on this horrible story. Dan, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Kim. Yeah, you're right. It is a horrible story. 15-year veteran on the force, Officer James Kerstetter, shot and killed what seemed like a routine 911 call, ended with shots being fired, 2 people dead. Police have been here all night. Talking to one of our photographers on the scene, he said about 2 hours ago there were more than 100 police officers standing on this street. Again, it happened about 10 o'clock last night. And what we're hearing from the chief is that Kerstetter and another officer responded to this 300 block of 18th Street. The 911 call came after a neighbor reported a man exposing himself outside through her window. And what happened next is a bit hazy in these preliminary reports, but shots were fired inside the house and Kerstetter was hit. The suspect then ran outside into the yard where gunfire was exchanged with police and the suspect was killed. Police found Officer Kerstetter inside the house where they tried to save him, but he later died at the hospital.
You know, you really can't describe it. I go in there, the officers who worked with them side by side are very upset. It's difficult to deal with, and that's understandable.
The dozens of police officers gathered outside the EMH emergency rooms. Kerstetter is the first Elyria police officer to be killed in the line of duty in 67 years. For now, the investigation into how exactly this happened will continue here in Elyria. We'll continue to be on the scene and keep you updated throughout the morning. For now, reporting live in Elyria, Dan Haggerty, News Channel 5.
All right, thank you, Dan. And this deadly shooting involving an officer not only taking a toll on his department, but also the community where the shooting happened as well.
Our team coverage continues with Marielle Liu. She's live at the scene as well. Marielle.
Yeah, good morning. You know, the officers, as you see behind me, the scene here is still very active. You see the officers here, they're getting out of the car, they're taking pictures. They are not leaving this scene until they have every scrap of evidence, until they know exactly what happened here. If you take a live look behind me, you see the officers walking back and forth. If you can kind of see this tan-colored house with the brown porch in the front, that's the yard where the officers are going in and out of. I've seen officers taking large stands with cameras on, walking back and forth. Let's go ahead and get you to the picture. This is the suspect, 58-year-old Ronnie Palmer. This is the man right now that police believe shot and killed this officer. He has had some trouble in the past before. In 2009, he had some domestic violence charges brought against him regarding his wife. That's pretty much what we know about him for now. But again, police are saying that this is the man that is responsible for shooting and killing this police officer. We also know that this man's wife was here on the scene last night. She had to be taken away by ambulance. A lot of the neighbors here are also concerned. We're told this started with some kind of an altercation between Ronnie Palmer and some of the kids in the neighborhood, dealing with kids going into his backyard. They said that this is just kind of what set everything in motion. I talked to some people in the neighborhood. Here's what they had to say about him. They had a little trouble describing his personality. Go ahead and take a listen.
My sister's been on this street for like probably 3-4 years, so we've known him that long. He doesn't bother no one. He's the nicest guy you could meet. He shovels our snow in the wintertime, you know. He doesn't bother no one. Goes to work, come home. You know, that's what kind of man he is.
So you must be surprised that he'd be involved in something like this.
Yeah, that's why I ran over here, yeah, because he doesn't get in no trouble. He's a nice guy.
He, I would say, at times, he appeared to have be impatient with what was going on.
So you're hearing some mixed reviews there. Some people saying that he was a very nice guy. They can't believe something like this would happen. Other people kind of seem to have a little trouble describing him, saying that he seemed to be very impatient. The Red Cross is here on the scene. They say they've been here since about 12 o'clock midnight, offering these police officers here coffee and hot chocolate, keeping them awake as they here continue to search the scene and try to reconstruct exactly what happened here. We're going to be here all morning. I'll continue to bring you live reports. For now, reporting live in Elyria, Marielle Liu, News Channel 5.
All right, Marielle, thanks a lot. And stay with News